Hi everybody, Earth to Dominguez. To me, I'm back. This week it was kind of difficult to decide what to talk about because I was like, there's definitely a few things I could talk about that are really important right now. I kind of feel like my life is a little bit, I don't want to say in shambles, but there are lots of places where I need to acknowledge room for improvement. And especially with this new year coming, I've really just tried to hone in on like, what are the next few things that I really want to work on about myself? What are things that I want to be? Who is the person that I want to become? And how do I get there? And kind of what it kept leading me back to this week is patience, at least as far as my priority list. Marijuana falls somewhere in there, very close behind. That'll probably be next week's topic. But for today, it's about patience. I like to think that because of my crazy hot-headed mother, she's Brazilian, she is just like fire. I get a lot of my lack of patience from her. I expect things to be moving a lot faster than they are. I expect people to be other than what they are, and I have a hard time being patient about things coming or going, or just patience in general. Like, I have always known this about myself, especially as I have been on this journey with my friends. I've looked over and been like, why aren't you here yet? Like, why don't you understand what I do yet? And that lack of patience has just gotten me in a lot of sticky situations. And this week it kind of was a big deal for me. It's something I need to take a minute and really pay attention to. It's more than just lack of patience with other people. It's lack of patience with my dog. It's lack of patience with myself. And patience is something that, is a virtue. We just are like, oh yeah, patience, be patient, wait. And there's a fine line between being patient and then also just like letting things happen, letting life happen, not chasing or fighting for what you want and believe. But patience starts really small. And that's what I'm starting to learn right now, is that I need to check in every day and see where I'm getting frustrated and why. If my friend is doing something I don't necessarily agree with, why does that affect me so much? Why am I letting that cause some type of turmoil inside of me? I need to have the trust, I need to trust that my friends are going to be able to make it through no matter what they're going through, and really treat them the way I would want to be treated on the receiving end of that as well. And that's where I've realized when I have wanted patience, whether it's from friends or mentors or whatever, I have felt that I haven't gotten it, it's because I don't really give it myself. And I expect things of people that they're unwilling or unprepared or unable to do. And so moving into this next year, I think one of the biggest things I'm taking a look at and reminding myself constantly of is that divine timing works perfectly. Everything in its time, its place, like that is so true and real. And the less I try to control and push things to happen a certain way, the more they just happen automatically and like in a very beautiful and harmonious way. The more I try to control, or the more I think I know something, the more I feel like resistance I put between me and whatever it is that I want. And in this case, it could be my puppy to understand what running is, for a consistent 10 minutes without just stopping and sitting, or being patient with myself and knowing that I can't be where I think I will get there. I will get there. But being super present and focused in this moment and saying, in order to get there, what do I have to do today? And patience. I mean, patience across the board. I think that I am a happier version of myself when I am less attached to any outcome. I'm a happier version of myself when I am just taking things day by day. I'm a happier version of myself trusting that if I'm putting in the work every day, whatever that looks like, that I'm going to receive the benefits at the end of it all. that every day, whatever trial I'm going through is for a reason, and it's to strengthen me and prepare me for the next level of blessings that are coming my way. And in understanding that, patience, patience, patience. Every day is precious. She's a puppy. I need to be gentle and kind with her and be understanding that she is learning, you know? And I need to be kind and gentle with myself, understanding that I'm also just learning. And this new year, you know, 2019 is all about adventure and new beginnings and really going gung-ho in the things that you've wanted and creating your dreams. Like, we're just being propelled forward. And I want to make sure that before that energy really pushes me that way, that I am working on the parts of me I'm ready to grow out of. I'm ready to look at every person or anything that I have done in my life that has caused someone else hurt, or any part of me that I would consider my shadow self, the part that I don't really want others to see. I want to bring that to the surface, and I want to make peace with it. I want to kiss those parts of me and say, I can be impatient and sometimes a little freaking crazy. I can. But I can also take 5 deep breaths before I react to anything. I can be very mindful about every word that I use. And I can be incredibly detached to anyone else's journey and focus solely on my own. Whatever anybody else does shouldn't affect me or the way that I feel. And I know that's super hard because we become so close to each other and build these bonds, these literal energetic cords with each other. So if you see someone else doing something that you might not agree with, like, it hurts your heart emotionally because you are them, you know. But truth is, I am me. And I am trying to practice a place of non-judgment, and in that lies being patient. Being patient with everyone's journey, including my own, and being patient with when things come and how things come. And even though I wanted to talk about so many other crazy things, and patience is something that might seem a little bit like, oh duh, be patient. No, it is unreal how impatient we are as a society, you know, instant gratification all the time. You get it the next day, you this, that, boom, 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 boom. Truth is, that's not how the universe works. And in order to experience life at its fullest potential and really be in the flow of the magic, you have to make sure that you're being present every single moment, and that you're trusting every single moment, and that you're saying, I know it's not here right now only because I'm not ready for it. My blessings will come as I am prepared. Let me get there. Let me raise myself to that frequency so that I can allow whatever it is that I want to come my way. And really just kind of understanding that without patience on every level, I'm not being a real, true, kind, compassionate person. I'm not giving others the space to learn things themselves because I somehow am like, hurry up, why aren't you here yet? And that's not fair. And I hate when people do that to me. And I've really been the pusher of all my friends, and I've always been the one to really speak the truth when it needs be. But I've also realized how important it is for me to take 17 steps back and focus on myself. It's really time that we all focus on ourselves, because the more we do that, the more blessings and good fortune we bring into our lives. And then we'll see that as we do that, and as we start to be an example for those around us, they will want the same, and they'll also rise with you. But that patience for everybody, for yourself, for everything, for timing, patience for life. Without it, we are rushing, and we are putting expectations on people or events or things that really aren't meant to be there. I can't tell you how many people I know that are like, hey, I thought I'd be married by the time I was 30 and with a couple kids, and that's not how it turns out. But that doesn't mean that your life isn't perfect the exact way that it is. It is just about focusing on ourselves, being the best you, being the best me. And in that starts, at least for me right now, with patience. And I'm really going to challenge myself even more this week to focus on myself, and to breathe, and to trust, and to take time to treat others the way I genuinely would want to be treated. Genuinely. If I want someone to forgive me and give me the space and time I need to do the mistakes that I need to do, if I want that, then I need to be that. And in order to be that, I need to do that. And it's uncomfortable. It really is. Sometimes you just gotta like close your eyes and be like, do your thing, I love you, but I'm not looking. And sometimes you gotta look at yourself in the face and be like, you need to chill out and quit being so freaking angry. Why are you so heated right now? What are you really upset about? And how can you just like breathe through it and then let it go? And patience, patience, patience. I'm gonna kind of keep it short and sweet this week because that is in itself so much work for me. Patience. I mean, life is never going to be perfect. There's always going to be something to complain about. But as long as I think we're willing to look at ourselves and be like, hey, I have room to grow there, then that's all that really matters. And I hope that if I've ever been impatient with you, if I've worked with you, and I mean, I definitely go into crazy Kim work mode, like I'm so sorry. I am. And just know that that was all about me. And that any reaction anyone has to anything is really about them. And I'm trying to have a much better response to life. And again, I'm so thankful for you allowing me to be vulnerable and to talk about things that, like, I don't know, like, I don't like that I am this hot-headed freak sometimes. I don't. And it's a side of me that I'm really ready to, like, put some water on and, like, chill the fuck out. So I hope that this week you take a minute to reflect on yourself and see like, hey, in this upcoming year, where do I need to focus my energy? What parts of me need some healing? Like, how can I be a better person? And I promise you, the more that you do that, the more you reflect inward and try to be the best you and reflect differently and treat every situation as a new opportunity to be better, then you're going to continue to receive more good fortune and blessings in your life. And for me, and in this week with the holiday craze and just, you know, intense energies, the end of the year is almost here. I'm just going to take a breath and be patient. Everything is perfect, and everything is happening the way that it should. And with knowing that, I'm going to take every day to make myself the best I can be. And I'm going to try to help those around me be the best versions of themselves too. But in a very non-judgmental, unintrusive way, which is something that sometimes I'm not very good at. But hey, at least I know it, and I'm working on it big time, because no one is perfect. And the more we can kind of talk about that, I think the more we can realize that we're all the freaking same. So I wish you all of the patience that's possible in the world, especially in this crazy week with Christmas around the corner and the holidays, and I don't know, everyone's a little cray-cray. I want to say happy holidays to everyone. Whatever you believe, come together, love each other, be kind to one another. I think it's really important that we come together as the human race and really grow past our old ways of living and old ways of being. And again, in doing that, it starts with looking at yourself and where you can grow, where I can grow, where Looney can grow. Don't grow anymore because you're so big. Thank you again for stopping in, people. I really enjoy doing this. It's a huge moment for me where I get to take some time apart from the real world. Wow. I get to take some time out of the real world and just kind of focus on me and get excited to share with others in hopes that you can also join me on this journey to having more patience with everything and everyone in my life, and knowing that it's all for my highest good. It really is. Even the bad stuff. Right, Dudu? All right, we're gonna go, people. We're gonna go check out Sarah Joffe's new apartment. All right, we love you. See you next week. Again, thank you for being here. And I really, really I really, really appreciate it. Bye, Looney Coyote. Bye, you guys. We love ya.